So the whole internet is buzzing about this Tony Elumelu. Sorry, Mr. Elumelu's that drama online. In case you've been living under a rock and you don't know what I'm talking about, let's watch this.
Okay. Good morning, Tony. 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 I said good morning, Tony. Okay, no, you won't call me Tony. I'm not those people. You call me Miss Elumelu or Tioyi. You won't call me Tony or Chairman. I don't subscribe to that kind of Oyibo life, okay? All right. Good morning, Mr. Elumelu. So my question is, how do you know if you are to keep going?
Right, and trust Nigerians to, do their homework, do our homework. They were able to fish out this other video where he was in an interview. Let's check this out.
Hi, Tony. It's so great to have you here. Thank you for being with us today.
Good to meet you too.
You are one of the most celebrated and most decorated business leaders in Africa, and I would posit the world. So it's truly an honor to be able to host you at Stanford this afternoon.
You can see clearly two different scenarios, same situation. It reminds me of the scenario in the Bible where Zachariah said the same thing to the El Gabriel, and Mary said the same thing. One was struck dumb, deaf, and dumb, while the other was even said she's blessed among girls. The same scenario. Now, I noticed actually that even in the scenario where the interviewer mentioned his name and praised him, he was not comfortable. You see that he kept looking around like, he was not comfortable with the fact that she called him Tony. He couldn't do anything about that. But in this case, everybody is saying, this is a trainee. So the least thing she would have known better than to address him by his first name. As in, to me, I won't lie to you, the girl has mind, the girl get guts. I cannot do it. I know Igbos, they say we are proud people. We're not like the Yorubas that prostrate and do all that, but we respect our elders. That's the truth. So I can imagine where Tony's coming from. He said he doesn't do all that Oyibo stuff, and that was so funny. And I know what she did wasn't right, calling him by his first name, because it's not an African thing. This is an American thing. And this Gen Z, I just feel like he could have just waved it and then I don't know. But I guess he had to make his statement to send a clear warning to future misbehaviors. I don't want to call it that way. I agree with the fact that what Nigerians are saying, no respect and all that. But just imagine how the girl will feel right now. If you even watch her demeanor, if you Tony reprimanded her, I keep saying Tony, of course. When I'll be addressing him, I won't say, "Hi Tony, who born me? How?" I won't do that. But so that you know who I'm talking about. Addressing him, she could have just said, "Sir." Yeah, that's an African thing. We're Africans first before Americans, or even the British. They have a high level of respect. They say Lord this, Lord that, right? And the Duke, Sir, right? It's an American thing, and it's fine by me. In as much as I don't really like, I'm not comfortable even when people call me my first name. For Christ's sake, I'm Mrs. Akashi, please address me as such. But they say media people will call by first name. Bottom line is, what I'm trying to say is that I feel for the lady who has seen her face after she was corrected. The embarrassment, and as everyone will say she doesn't have home training and all that. You don't know where she's coming from. You don't know if she's been in the UK or in the US. You don't know if she's been abroad, for a for a long part of her life. Maybe she doesn't even have parents that raised her. Maybe the parents didn't even care about these things. I've seen a girl that went to pierce her nose. A small girl of like maybe 15. She pierced her. In fact, she already had like three piercings on her ear. She was going to pierce her nose. She even brought her friend to pierce her nose. And then she was going to do the second one at the other side. And I was like, sorry. Is your mom aware that you're about to do? She said her mom even likes her doing stuff like that. That her mom doesn't have a problem with her piercing her nose and ears. So it's possible that her parents don't have a problem with that. But I like the fact that, this very simple scenario reminds us that, we are first Africans, we're first Nigerians, and we should maintain our cultural heritage, which demands respect for our elders. What do you think? Myself, I call my cousins auntie because of the age gap. There was one that I mistakenly called her by her first name. I know how horrible, how I was reprimanded. So please, let's teach our children to respect their elders, to greet. At least, even when you're with them, they should be able to greet. Maybe they should not talk to strangers, fine, when you're not with them. But when you're with them, they should be able to greet their elders. They should respect. So this thing should come back. So I guess this was a very simple thing. It seemed simple, but it goes a long way to show how our culture deteriorated and how there needs to be a reawakening of our cultural sensibility. I'm talking too much. I see you in my next video. Jesus loves you. Don't forget that ever. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Follow this Facebook. And if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to my channel. I love you guys. Peace out.